It's kind of crazy how quick we have went from the announcement of Gods and Monsters Chapter 1 of the DCU to actually seeing multiple projects in production and many more on the horizon. But ahead of the release of the first project, Creature Commandos, and then Superman next year, James Gunn has revealed the watching order and continuity, and how you gotta watch them. Okay, so this is not surprising, but I know some people are still going to be confused. So James Gunn has stated that if you want to know how to watch the DCU starting with Creature Commandos, you watch it in order of release, and that's how the timeline goes. So this December, Creature Commandos. In the summer of next year, Superman. After that, Peacemaker. And then Supergirl, Waller, Swamp Thing, whatever else comes next. And that's how you're going to do it. And he said that for the foreseeable future, all projects are one after the other, and where they fall in the timeline is sequential to the releases. But he did say that obviously once the universe gets further along, this will change. Now, he doesn't confirm what he's talking about necessarily here, but I'm just going to guess Wonder Woman's Paradise Lost, that is a prequel about the Amazonians before Wonder Woman. That can't exist after Superman unless they're absolutely insane and then Diana's not showing up for like, what, 20 years down the road? Probably not happening. So that's obviously going to be a prequel. Where does Booster Gold take place? Well, in the far-flung future, but then in modern day. So again, a little adjustment. Also, does Peacemaker Season 1 count? He doesn't really address that. I do like that he's making it very simple, and unless it's stated it takes place X amount of years or something, just watch them in the release order and everything makes sense. And I think that this is smart for him to come out and say this ahead of the release of Creature Commandos, because like that's coming this December. That sets the foundation and the tone for the DCU going forward. So going into Superman, once we understand the events happen here and then they're here, when the character shows up, we know what he's dealt with. And I'm talking about like Rick Flag Sr. and other characters like the character from The Authority. She's in Superman, but then she'll be in The Authority. So you know the sequential events unless The Authority features like, oh, here's how these characters, you know, origins roll out. Then sure, but largely, you watch them in release order and they're gonna make sense. And I know still some people watch the MCU that way. They start with Iron Man, then Iron Man 2, and then Incredible Hulk, and then Cap and Thor. I don't. I watch everything in sequential order. I don't watch release order. So to me, I always gotta adjust, but hey, that's how I like it and that's how my brain works. So that's how I'm always gonna watch stuff.